Hey y'all. I last time I tried to record this, cat called back in the middle of it, so the recording kind of cut off. I didn't completely lose the whole video though. It still exists and I could upload it, but it just randomly abruptly cuts off. I don't want to do that, so I'll record this one full way through. The cat's doing something. She's gonna be gone for I don't know how long. It worries me, but she's doing it. She's like taking a break from technology for like a day or so, maybe more. Who knows? She said she doesn't know when she's gonna come back. I'm a bit upset, but I'm not gonna think about that. I'm just gonna think of the positives. I can upload videos without having to worry about me getting called in the middle of recording. I get plenty of free time to do this too. So I'm here just like in the previous attempt at recording this to talk about Jenny, or Jennika, her full name. I'm here to talk about Jennika, the fifth turtle. Well, some people liked her. A lot of people absolutely adore her and love her and accept her. And some people hate her. She's gotten a good mixed reactions. And mostly I think it's positive. Usually, when they try to add a turtle, especially when it's a female, usually doesn't go over too well. But leave it to IDW, one of the greatest incarnations ever, to somehow figure out a way to make a fifth turtle and a female turtle work. And when I first heard about her, I thought she was going to be like a one and done type deal, or maybe a few issue type deal. Hell, dismissed. Sorry, Mom, but I'm in the middle of recording a video. I'm headed home. Wait. Hope I didn't screw up my recording. Mother, please stop. I record a video. But yeah. So, when I first heard of her, I thought she was going to be a one and done type deal. Like she got turned back to normal in the next issue or next few issues. But from the way to make it look, how they're promoting her so much, drawing so much art of her, she may be a permanent stay. Which is cool, I guess. Like, it's odd to add a fifth member in Ninja Turtles. There are other shows and shit do that type of stuff, where they just add a new member and they're just supposed to be a main stay. Maybe it's because the show is not doing so good and they added in a new member just to get people to watch again. And most of the time, they don't like the new member. And usually, either the show gets canceled or they get rid of the character. But with this, from what I can tell, I've heard mixed opinions here and there. The IDW comic is one of the best turtle incarnations out there, up there with 2012 even. Yet I've heard one person say that it doesn't sell well, it's not selling well. Even though I'm pretty sure that's bullshit. I'm pretty sure it's doing well, but... So I don't think this is an attempt to get people to start reading again. People are still reading. Just wanted to add a fifth turtle. And she appears to be working. Now let's go over my opinion on her, Kat's opinion on her. Just like I did in the last time I tried to record this. And a little bit of reasons why some people like her, some people hate her. What she's inspired from. Yada yada yada. Let's just go over Jennika, the fifth turtle. Now I haven't read the comics myself. I said this in the last time I tried to record this. But I do know of them, thanks to me looking up spoilers. Because even if I'm not watching / reading that incarnation, I'm the Turtles guy. I gotta be up with every incarnation. So, I know a lot about the IDW world, even though I haven't read the comics. So she first appeared in issue 51. And she was like a love interest / rival type character to Casey Jones. Flirtatious rivalry. Something along those lines. She was a part of the Foot Clan. When Splinter beat Shredder and took over the Foot Clan, she tried to beat Splinter, but when she lost to him, she bowed her allegiance to them, becoming a good guy. She was originally a bad guy, now she's a good guy. Garai, considering her a traitor, tried to kill her. So they tried to use the healing power of mutagen, which is something unique in this world. It's what Shredder used to live for so long. They tried to use mutagen, but something happened to the mutagen while it was being sent there. Something happened, they lost it. So as a last-ditch effort, they tried to use Leonardo's blood, because there's mutagen in his blood. And I guess him and her are the same blood type, lucky enough. But it caused her to mutate into a fifth turtle. And that's her. That's her story. That's like the rushed version. There's more to her backstory when she was still human. But we're talking about the turtle her. And people have mixed opinions. Some people love it, some people don't like it. Some people say she's just a Mary Sue. Case in point, Caitlin. Because, you know, she had a crush, flirty type deal with Casey, so she thinks she's a Mary Sue. But other people like her. They say that she's Venus done right. Better Venus. Personality-wise, better than Venus. Backstory-wise, better than Venus. Just all-around badassness, better than Venus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people already know about Venus. If you don't, look her up. She has some small fan base and a small following of people who like her. But mostly everyone, including the creator of Turtles, Peter Laird, hates her. And because of her, Peter Laird had a strict no girl turtles policy on every further incarnation. Until he lost control of those, and now people do whatever they want. And that's probably why they added a fifth female turtle now. I wonder how Peter Laird feels about this one. Does he hate her? Because he said no girl turtles? Or because this one's actually done right, she's kind of badass, she's kind of like a good fifth member to the team. Does this make him change his mind? I don't know. Peter Laird has not given any word about this. But that's not important. Now, let me go into what some people like about her, some people hate about her. Let's start with the likes, because it wasn't like starting with positive stuff, am I right? Positives. She had a more in-depth backstory than just, she was there with the four, but she got lost. She actually had a whole unique backstory to her. She wasn't just pointlessly added in. 2. Personality. She's a tough, badass chick. Has a sense of honor to her. Well, I don't really know much else about her personality since I haven't read comics. But I just know from what I've seen. So, she has a better personality than Venus, more likable. She's not a killjoy. Thank God for that. And I think that's it. That's what I can think of. She's badass. Yeah. Now for the things that people don't like about her. And things that my personal opinion, could be tweaked. So people complain that you can barely tell her apart from the boys. Like she doesn't really have a feminine body type shape deal. Nor does she have turtle boobs. I'm just like, even though I'm a pervert, what man isn't really? Even though I'm a pervert and I like boobs, turtle boobs wasn't right to me because it's not scientifically accurate. No thank you. You're a reptile, not a mammal. I don't care if the mutagen turned you part mammal because you touched a human. You still can't have boobs because your shell is in the way. You wouldn't be able to breastfeed with them. They wouldn't be able to bounce or jiggle. They'd be stuck and there'd be no point to them. I did have a mindset that maybe if they started out turtle, they'd be like this, and if they started out human, maybe they'd get boobs and hair. But according to the canonical Turtles universe, no. This happened once before. There's only been 3/4 occasions before this where they tried to do a girl turtle. One was this comic book called Roadhogs, which had a crossover, or at least some kind of weird cameo from the Turtles in it. But it was a weird world where Raphael was the leader, and the other 3 turtles, we don't hear their names, but they look different, have different weapons, and one of them appears to be female. His brothers with different roles on the team, different weapons, and one with a gender swap. Or are they 3 completely new turtles? I don't know, but there's one female, but this is for like 1 or 2 comic issues of that comic book series, Roadhogs. It's kind of an obscure one. Not a lot of people know about it. Next is when April got turned into a turtle for 1 issue in the Adventure series. She lost her hair and breasts. In fact, hell, they didn't make her look any different from the men at all. Her color was white. I don't quite know what her weapon was, though. I'm not sure if she got one. She probably didn't stay a turtle long enough to get one. But she looked exactly like them. That's probably just because it was before 2012, and they just copied one turtle design 4 times and just changed the gear. So because they were too lazy to draw a new design, April, when she turned into a turtle, looked exactly like the men. That's quite confusing. And then, a few years later, they did Venus. They made her very feminine shaped, even though turtles and females and male turtles don't look too much different. Maybe it's because they're a humanoid, maybe that's why they did it. But, I don't know, something just seemed wrong about it. Especially the turtle boobs. Maybe the boobs were only on there so the actress inside could fit. Maybe. Or maybe they just added turtle boobs on because she's a girl. I don't know. It's stupid. Especially how they braided up her mass strands. Yeah, that's subtle. I can't tell she's a girl. And she had an unlikable personality. One of the 2 creators absolutely hated her. Most of the fans hated her. She's one of the reasons why Next Mutation wasn't enjoyable for a lot of people. So for years, Peter Laird said no girl turtles. Then came Artemisium. Not official, but she does connect with Jennika. The same artist who made Artemisium also designed Jennika, which explains why a bow and arrow and all that is used. Although they have stated that the fact that both of these turtles' color is yellow, it's just straight up coincidence. I see what they were going for when they made Jennika, design-wise. Because yellow mask-wearing turtles with the weapon bow and arrow have been used in fan characters and OCs for 5th turtles for years. I guess it was just the perfect combination. It's like, oh yeah, if there were to be a 5th turtle, the perfect look would be yellow mask and bow and arrow as weapon. So I guess they were just going with what felt right. If so many different fans came up with it and thought that looked good, it must have been correct. So I guess that's what they did, and they made it. But yeah, Artie, she's Venus done right. She's not just there to be a love interest for them like Venus was. They actually see her as a sister, so no loving from that. That'd just be weird. Venus, even though she was in the jar with them, they don't see her as sister. Artie, they made it pretty clear, yeah, that's her sister. And they see her as a sister. That's what Venus should have been. Should have been their little sister. But, oh well. Then here's Jennika. So the final time a girl turtle has been attempted so far. Now that this has been done, and it's actually been done right for once, it might get tried again in the future. You never know. We'll see. Now, on to some negatives. I guess I kind of ranted there. So yeah, negative. People couldn't tell she's a girl, but you know what? I like that. Because it's accurate to real life. You can't tell turtles apart easily. You gotta notice those small ass details. Which some of the things you use to tell turtle genders aren't present on mutant turtles, like their claws and indentions on their plastrons. Those aren't there. So, hell, trying to tell a male and a female mutant turtle is even harder than trying to tell a male and a female regular turtle. Unless the female mutant turtle is thick. Then that might be the only way to tell. But if she ain't thick, then she's just gonna look like a guy. And that's okay. It's okay. Doesn't matter if you're pretty looking or ugly. You can still be badass. And she is. She wasn't the most attractive as a human, but she's still a badass character. She kind of looked like a lesbian to me. Another thing. The fact that she has more than just one weapon. Now, I wouldn't feel so bad about this. In 2012, the Turtles had their main weapons, but also had like a backup weapon set. Leo had like a mini knife inside the handle of one of his swords. We only seen him use it once though. Raph would occasionally be seen with Tonfa, but that's only occasionally. And Donnie's staff, he has a button that made a knife come out. And one of Mikey's chucks, maybe both of them, could turn into a Kusai Gama. They all had like a backup weapon. That was cool. But as far as I can tell from this, in IDW, they just have their weapons, their main weapons, and that's it. So the fact that she gets 3 kind of seems a bit overpowered, don't you think? Especially when the bow and arrow is taken already by Artemisium and the original version of Picasso. Plus, the steel claws, okay, that's Shredder, and Slash in some incarnations, including this one. Okay. Can't you just have one weapon and leave it at that? She has one regular katana. Not the straight ones like Leo has, an actual real-life curved katana. I would have been fine with that being her weapon, but... Alright, whatever. Makes it seem a little OP. What? Alright.
Josh.
What?
I missed that house phone.
Again?
Yeah, I was trying to play games and all of a sudden you wanted to do nothing.
What is it? Let me see. What did you do?
Oh no, I was trying to play Sonic and I messed up on it. Then I tried to do a word search game and it wouldn't even let me do that. I think I got too many games. I don't know how to clear. You never showed me how to clear some of them.
Yes, I did. Here, no, get me out of there.
I wanted to play Sonic some more.
I'm getting out of this. Okay, let's get rid of that.
Only one.
Hang on. Please. Hang on.
Just clear all my games and I'll start over.
I'm trying to find Sonic. Where is it? Where is your Sonic?
Oh no, I was just playing it about 5 or 10 minutes ago.
I gotta find it. You have so much shit on here. I told you, Mom, not to download everything. You didn't listen to me, did you? I told you to come to me before downloading things, and yet you didn't.
I was trying to.
Bull crap. Just play your damn Sonic. There you go.
Game's kind of hard.
Well, why do you want to play it then?
Because I used to play it when I was young.
That game didn't exist when you were younger. That game did not exist. Phones didn't even exist when you were younger.
Yeah, but video games did.
Yeah, but not that one game. That was invented a few years ago.
Hey, calm down.
This is my calm. Not sponsored by Pepsi. Anyway, so yeah, 3 weapons seems a little OP. And the fact that she wears clothes, like, turtles with pants was always seemed weird. And when they did it in 2014, it's like, why? Now she has pants. I guess it's because she was human before and she's used to wearing pants. She wants to keep wearing pants. Maybe it helps her feel human still. If that's the case, then alright, I'll take it. Give her a reason for it, at least. I don't know, a turtle with pants just seems wrong. There's no need, really, and a lot of incarnations have done it. But, you know what, whatever. She does her. And another complaint. Female. Like I said, not a lot of people like the idea of a female turtle, so she's gonna get some hate for that. I guess that's a given, but screw it, I mentioned it anyway. The fact that she's a 5th turtle, and not just a new character off on her own. She's actually being a part of the team. Some people don't like her for that. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, in the case of what Kat says, how she's a Mary Sue, just wow. I don't think we should judge completely until we've seen the actual character in action. Like, actually read the comics. Me and her don't read the comics, but as soon as I described that character to her from what I've heard, she just thought Mary Sue. Not a good character. So she just doesn't like the character. She's not a fan. Excuse me. That was very rude of me. But yeah, in my personal opinion, I think she's pretty cool. Then again, I'm a sucker for 5th turtles. I plan on making a video about the history of 5th turtles. I'm not going to cover every turtle mutant in all the franchise, because believe it or not, there's been a whole lot more than a lot of people know about. I'm not counting Toka, because he may have been a mutant turtle, but he wasn't a 5th addition to the team. He was just another mutant turtle out there. That's the criteria. They have to be 5th members to the group. And that includes Metalhead, even though technically he's not a real turtle, he's a robot. But hey, the original Slash wasn't a mutant turtle, he was an alien turtle. So mutant, alien, robot, yokai. Same diff to me. But that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, I kind of like Jennika. That's my personal opinion. I'll probably like her even more once I actually read the comics. It's almost hitting issue 100, so maybe once it does, and maybe I can go back and buy all 100 issues of the main series and read them straight through. Really get to know what's going on in the world and get a feel for it and see if I like her even more. But as is, she's kind of cool. Once Kat has her mindset, it's kind of hard to change it, so she's probably not going to like her. But you know what? That's okay. Alright. Next video I do will be a history on the 5th turtles. Then after that, I'll start working on my SCP-001 video. Alright. See you guys next time. Peace.